Have you ever wondered what shifted the cinematic universe from standalone blockbusters to sprawling, serialized epics? Let's rewind to 1999. Before this pivotal year, blockbuster films were largely episodic, each standing alone with few threads tying them to a larger narrative. Serialized storytelling, weaving complex tales across multiple films, was a rarity in mainstream cinema. Then came The Phantom Menace, eagerly awaited as a new chapter in the beloved Star Wars saga, setting a new precedent. This was not just any movie, it was a herald of the cinematic future. Before The Phantom Menace, the landscape of blockbuster filmmaking was quite different. In the twilight years of the 20th century, the motion picture industry was a playground not dominated by the extravagant budgets we see today. Films were often made with more modest means, and the spectacle of cinema was not necessarily synonymous with astronomical costs. At that time, genres like science fiction and superheroes hadn't yet conquered the mainstream. They resided more comfortably in the realm of niche audiences, with their appeal more cult than universal. While there were notable franchises, think of the Planet of the Apes and Star Trek series, they typically presented their stories in standalone episodes. Each film was an entity unto itself, rather than a link in a chain of an unfolding saga. This episodic approach was the norm, rather than the exception. Into this world, George Lucas reintroduced Star Wars, not just as a continuation, but as the beginning of something much bigger. Released on May 19, 1999, The Phantom Menace was more than a film. It was a phenomenon that reshaped Hollywood. As audiences packed theaters, they were not just watching a movie, they were witnessing the dawn of a new era in cinematic technology and storytelling. George Lucas, leveraging the latest advancements, deployed groundbreaking visual effects that transformed the visual landscape of film. The impact of The Phantom Menace extended far beyond its visual effects. Lucas introduced a richer, more detailed universe, weaving intricate lore and mythology that deepened the narrative canvas. This approach not only captivated existing fans, but also set the stage for the expansive cinematic universes that would dominate Hollywood in the decades to follow. By doing so, Lucas pioneered a template for creating worlds within worlds, a strategy that has since been emulated by numerous franchises. Moreover, The Phantom Menace redefined the approach to marketing and merchandise. The film was not just a box office success, it became a cornerstone for vast, multifaceted marketing campaigns that included toys, video games, and even fast food promotions. This strategy highlighted the potential for films to generate revenue well beyond ticket sales, establishing a model that has become standard practice in the industry. George Lucas didn't just make a movie, he crafted a blueprint for 21st century filmmaking. The ripples caused by The Phantom Menace are still felt in cinemas today. When George Lucas launched this ambitious prequel, he didn't just extend a beloved saga, he revolutionized the very structure of modern blockbusters. Today, cinematic universes dominate the box office, weaving intricate webs of storylines and characters. This trend towards serialization and deep lore was significantly propelled by The Phantom Menace, setting a precedent that every major studio has aimed to follow. The film's reception, too, was a lesson in the evolving dynamics between filmmakers and their audiences. Mixed reviews and fervent fan debates highlighted the complexities of modern franchise filmmaking, where every release is not just a movie, but a high-stakes cultural event. Moreover, The Phantom Menace heralded an era of high-budget films laden with visual effects, designed to transport viewers to entirely new universes. This shift has not only changed the scale of filmmaking, but also the audience's expectations of cinematic experiences. From the way we tell stories to the way we watch them, The Phantom Menace was truly a turning point. So, how did one film alter the entire course of blockbuster filmmaking? The Phantom Menace was not merely a sequel within a beloved universe, it was a harbinger of the seismic shifts about to unfold in Hollywood. The film championed serialized storytelling, a concept that has since become the backbone of many successful franchises. It showed that audiences were ready to dive deep into complex, interconnected narratives, eagerly awaiting the next chapters. Technological advancements played a crucial role. With the advent of better visual effects and the internet, filmmakers were given tools to craft more immersive worlds and maintain continuity across films, making every sequel an integral piece of a larger puzzle. The Phantom Menace utilized these tools to not only tell a story, but to set a precedent. Reflecting on its lasting impact, it's clear that the film not only influenced its peers, but also shaped the expectations and imaginations of audiences worldwide. As we continue to enjoy the rich, interconnected worlds of today's cinema, we owe a nod to the Phantom Menace, a true architect of contemporary film culture.